Hi everybody, welcome to Tech Growth Stocks channel. Today I present you a new episode. Specifically, I will give you 5 top mid-cap stocks for 2021. So these mid-cap stocks have strong momentum and some have good growth as well. So I think it definitely pays to watch that video until the end with me and have a look at all of these stocks. So before I start right off with the first top mid-cap stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. And also one more quick note, please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. Okay, so that was it for the intro. So let's start right off with the first top mid-cap stock for 2021. And as you can see it in the chart, it is SAM Boston Beer. Here you can see the long-term chart of Boston Beer, and as you can see, Boston Beer here we have been in a downtrend from 2015 until around September 2017. We reversed, and since then we have been in a long-term uptrend in Boston Beer Company. You can see as well we trended to the upside. Here we bounced off the 50-day moving average, had a strong bounce to the 50-beat moving average, which is a 250-day moving average, and had then a strong uptrend, then a sideways movement, uptrend, here sideways movement, Corona breakdown, reversal from the Corona low, broke the sideways moving trend, and formed a nice and strong uptrend here just recently. The short-term chart here we see now a sideways moving phase, like a base, a period of pause in that uptrend, and recently looks like we broke out of that sideways moving phase here, and looks like we are building a high handle, and then we could see a further breakout and a continuation of that strong of an uptrend here. When we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth, it's strong with 92%, and the sales growth is also very good with 36%, and the relative strength rating, it's okay with 83. So with these characteristics, Boston Beer is definitely a top mid-cap stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Boston Beer. Now let's have a look at the next mid-cap stock for 2021 for today. And it is DAR, Darling Ingredients. Here you can see the long-term chart of Darling Ingredients, and as you can see, we have been, we had a nice downtrend, and we made a low in February 2016 with that downtrend. We could reverse and have been uptrending overall in the long term. We had a long-term downtrend after this low here for quite some time now, and we see as well we had a Corona breakdown in Darling Ingredients, and we made the low in March 2020 at around $10. We reversed from that low, traded to the upside, broke the downtrend in June 2020, and formed a very strong uptrend since then, and now we are trading at $66. So I mean, from the Corona's lows, it's a 6-time move or more. So a very strong momentum move from the lows. And in the short-term chart, we see that strong uptrend. You see here nicely we bounce off the 50-day, traded to the upside. Here again nicely bounce off the 50-day, traded to the upside. And recently here we are bouncing off the 20-day moving average, traded to the upside. 20-day bounce to the upside, 10-day bounce to the upside. Here 30-day moving average bounce to the upside, and now we are coming back to the 30 again. I think soon we could see a bounce from the 30 or the 40 or 50-day moving average to the upside and continue with that strong uptrend here in Darling Ingredients. When we look at the growth characteristics for Darling, these are good as well. The EPS growth is very strong with 219%, and the sales growth, it's okay with plus 2%. The relative strength rating is okay with 81. So I think with these characteristics, Darling is definitely a top mid-cap stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Darling Ingredients. Now let's have a look at the next top mid-cap stock for 2021, and it is RGEN, Repligen. Here you can see the long-term chart of Repligen, and you can see here we have been in a long-term uptrend since August 2016. And you can see as well recently, for instance, here we bounced of the around the 40-week moving average, 200-day moving average. Here we bounce as well of the 200-day moving average to the upside. Here we bounce of the 30-week moving average to the upside. Here we bounce of the 200-day moving average as well to the upside. It's a weekly chart here, and yeah, recently still trending higher and higher in Repligen. The short-term chart, for instance, here you see here we bounce of the for instance, of the 100-day moving average to the upside. Here we bounce of the 50-day to the upside, and here again of the 100-day moving average and traded to the upside. Now we are near the highs. I think from a technical standpoint, Repligen is looking great here. When we look at the growth characteristics, these are excellent as well. The EPS growth is super strong with plus 455%, and the sales growth is good as well with plus 30%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 78. So with these characteristics, Repligen is definitely a top mid-cap stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Repligen. Now let's have a look at the next mid-cap stock for 2021. And as you can see, it is ARWR, Arrowhead Pharmaceuticals. Here you can see the long-term chart of Arrowhead. And as you can see, we have been in a long-term uptrend since, let's say here around October 2017, nice uptrend. And here we had a strong up move, but then we came back, made a low in March 2020, reversed, had a sideways moving phase. And yeah, we could form a new uptrend in October 2020 and have been trending up since then. See that in the short-term chart. You see that short-term uptrend. And you see, for instance, here we came back, bounce of the 40-day moving average to the upside, or the 50-day moving average. Here the bounce to the upside. Here bounce of the 40-day moving average to the upside. Here again 40-day moving average bounce to the upside. And recently we just bounced off the 30-day moving average to the upside. So I think from a technical standpoint, Arrowhead is looking good here. And when we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth, it's good with plus 33%. And the sales growth, it's a little bit sluggish with minus 55%. And the relative strength rating, it's okay with 80. So with these characteristics, Arrowhead is a good mid-cap stock for 2021. Okay, so that was it for Arrowhead. So now we come to the last mid-cap stock for 2021 for today. And as you can see it in the chart, it is SEDT, Solar Edge. Here you can see the long-term chart of Solar Edge, and Solar Edge, for instance, is also it's also in my solar stocks, top solar stock strategy, where recently I have released 2 videos about the solar stocks for 2021. So if you are interested in solar stocks or in clean energy stocks, have a look on my channel. I have to both of these topics, good stocks, and I think this is a new strong trend, the green investing and green stock space. So have a look on my channel. There are excellent, strong performing stocks in these categories as well. Yeah, and in Solar Edge, we had a nice uptrend from, let's say, around April 2017. Since April 2017, we have been in a long-term uptrend, and in that uptrend here, we had a correction phase, and we broke that correction trend in May 2019 and have been trending up since then. But we experienced here as well a corona breakdown, but we could recover and overall stay in the strong uptrend in Solar Edge. The short-term chart, you see an uptrend here, You see here a very strong up move, reversal, still up move. And when we look a little bit deeper in the long-term chart, for instance, here we bounce off the 100-day moving average. Here again, we bounce off the 100-day moving average to the upside. And here as well, we bounce off the 100-day moving average to the upside. So from a technical standpoint, Solar Edge is looking great here. When we look at the growth characteristics, the EPS growth, it's not the strongest, it's plus 4%. And so this is the sales growth, it's minus 8%. But the relative strength rating, it's okay with 82. And Solar Edge is in a hot sector in the in the clean energy space and in the solar space. So I think it has definitely more room to run. And so I think it's a top mid-cap stock for 2021. Okay, so these were the mid-cap stocks for 2021 for today. I hope in that video are some nice mid-cap stocks which you can use for your research. And also please subscribe now to my channel with a link in the description below, so that going forward you do not miss any market leading stocks from me. So please subscribe now. So I think this year will be an excellent stock trading and investing year with all this fiscal and monetary stimulus going on around the world from all of these central banks and governments. So I think this will propel stock prices higher and higher because of this massive liquidity. I mean, where should that liquidity go? I mean, I think it will go into in the end we will have a strong asset price inflation. So I think it definitely pays if you watch out for strong performing stocks and invest your time with yours to research your stocks. Okay, so thank you for watching that video, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.